Top 10 most significant male philosophers of all time. 1. Plato, circa 427 to 347 BCE, was a Greek philosopher who was a student of Socrates and a teacher of Aristotle. He is known for his dialogues, which feature Socrates as the main character, and for his theory of forms, which posits that non-material abstract forms, such as justice, equality, beauty, are more real than the material world we see. Plato's philosophy has had a lasting influence on Western thought, and his academy in Athens is considered to be the first institution of higher learning in the Western world. Plato's ideas on government, education, and the nature of reality continue to be studied and debated by philosophers today. 2. Aristotle, 384 to 322 BCE, was a Greek philosopher who was a student of Plato and a tutor of Alexander the Great. He made significant contributions to a wide range of fields, including logic, metaphysics, ethics, politics, biology, and aesthetics. Aristotle's philosophy was influenced by his teacher Plato, but he also developed his own ideas and theories. In metaphysics, Aristotle argued that there is a highest substance, which he called the prime mover, that is the ultimate cause of all motion in the universe. In ethics, he developed the concept of the golden mean, which holds that virtue is found in the middle ground between two extremes of excess and deficiency. In politics, he argued that the best form of government is a constitutional monarchy in which the rulers are guided by reason and virtue. Aristotle's ideas have had a significant impact on Western thought and continue to be studied and debated by philosophers today. 3. Immanuel Kant, 1724 to 1804, was a German philosopher who is considered one of the most influential figures in modern philosophy. His contributions to metaphysics, ethics, and the philosophy of law and politics have had a lasting impact on Western thought. In metaphysics, Kant developed the concept of the Ding in sich, or thing in itself, which refers to the true nature of objects that is beyond our perception and understanding. In ethics, he argued that moral actions are those that are motivated by the desire to do one's duty, rather than by self-interest or emotion. In the philosophy of law and politics, he argued that individuals have inherent moral rights, including the right to freedom and the right to be treated with dignity, that must be protected by the state. Kant's ideas have been widely influential and continue to be studied and debated by philosophers today. 4. John Locke, 1632 to 1704, was an English philosopher who is considered one of the founders of modern political philosophy. He argued that individuals have natural rights to life, liberty, and property, and that governments are formed to protect these rights. Locke believed that the purpose of government is to preserve the natural rights of individuals, and that if the government fails to do so, the people have the right to revolt and establish a new government. He also argued that individuals have the right to consent to be governed, and that the legitimate authority of the government is derived from the consent of the governed. Locke's ideas have had a significant influence on political thought and have been influential in the development of modern democratic governments. 5. René Descartes, 1596 to 1650, was a French philosopher, mathematician, and scientist who is considered one of the fathers of modern Western philosophy. He is best known for his contributions to the field of epistemology, or the study of knowledge. Descartes is famous for his statement, cogito, ergo sum, or, I think, therefore I am, which he used to demonstrate that the act of thinking is the one thing that cannot be doubted. Descartes argued that knowledge can only be acquired through reason, and he sought to establish a set of certain and indubitable foundations for knowledge. He also made significant contributions to the fields of mathematics and physics, and his work laid the foundation for the scientific method. Descartes' ideas have had a lasting influence on philosophy and science, and he is considered one of the most important figures in the history of modern thought. 6. Jean-Jacques Rousseau, 1712 to 1778, was a French philosopher who made significant contributions to the fields of political philosophy and social theory. He argued that society and government should be organized in a way that promotes the general welfare of the people. Rousseau believed that the natural state of humans is one of freedom and equality, and that society and government should be designed to protect and preserve these values. He argued that the social contract, in which individuals give up some of their freedom in exchange for protection and security, is the foundation of a just and fair society. Rousseau's ideas have had a significant influence on political thought and have been influential in the development of modern democratic governments. 7. Thomas Hobbes, 1588 to 1679, was an English philosopher who is best known for his contributions to political philosophy and the philosophy of law. He argued that the state has a natural right to use force to maintain order and protect the lives and property of its citizens. Hobbes believed that the natural state of humans is one of war and conflict, and that the only way to achieve peace and security is through the establishment of a strong, centralized government. He argued that the sovereign, or the ruler of the state, has absolute power and authority, and that the role of the people is to obey the laws and regulations established by the sovereign. Hobbes' ideas have had a significant influence on political thought and have been influential in the development of modern systems of government. 8. John Stuart Mill, 1806 to 1873, was an English philosopher who made significant contributions to the fields of moral and political philosophy. He argued that individual freedom is an essential value and that the role of the state should be to protect and promote the freedom and well-being of its citizens. Mill believed that individuals have the right to pursue their own happiness, as long as they do not harm others in the process. He argued that democracy is the best form of government because it allows individuals to participate in the decision-making process and ensures that the government is accountable to the people. Mill's ideas have had a significant influence on political thought and have been influential in the development of modern democratic governments. 9. Friedrich Nietzsche, 1844 to 1900, was a German philosopher who is best known for his contributions to the field of ethics and the philosophy of culture. He argued that traditional values and moral systems were fundamentally flawed and that individuals should create their own values. Nietzsche believed that the concept of God is a human invention and that the Christian moral system is based on the denial of life and the suppression of natural human instincts. He argued that individuals should strive to overcome their own limitations and create their own meaning and purpose in life. Nietzsche's ideas have had a significant influence on philosophy and have been influential in the development of various philosophical and cultural movements. 10. Søren Kierkegaard, 1813 to 1855, was a Danish philosopher who is considered one of the founders of existentialism. He argued that individuals must find meaning in their own lives and that this requires a commitment to a personal set of values and beliefs. Kierkegaard believed that the traditional systems of morality and religion do not provide genuine meaning and that individuals must create their own meaning through their choices and actions. He argued that the individual must take responsibility for their own existence and make choices that are true to their own individuality. Kierkegaard's ideas have had a significant influence on philosophy and have been influential in the development of various philosophical and cultural movements. These 10 philosophers have made significant contributions to the field of philosophy and have had a lasting impact on Western thought. They have all made important contributions to various areas of philosophy, including metaphysics, ethics, politics, and the philosophy of culture. Their ideas continue to be studied and debated by philosophers today, and their work has influenced a wide range of fields, including politics, law, education, and the arts. These philosophers have helped shape the way we think about the world and our place in it, and their contributions have had a profound influence on the development of modern Western culture.